Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Batman Harley Quinn. Really good. This is the film, all right, the animated series. And we all know that the animated series from DC blows Marvel right out the water, right? The last good one that they had was Planet Hulk or Hulkverse it was called, right? But now, when you're talking about DC, you got to really think to try and find a bad animated film because they're all really good, you know? This one is no different. This is getting a good review, okay? Just I'm going to save my grade to the end because you got to know a couple things. The beginning of this, very violent, unbelievably violent. And there are jet fighters apparently over top of where I'm staying. But anyway, yeah, dude, unbelievably, like, just the one part he grabbed. I'm going to give you the idea. Jason Woodrue, sometimes called Cedar, and here he's called the Flouronic Man. Check out my Flouronic Man Explained in a minute. He reaches out and grabs onto this one guy and then causes thorns to just poof, explode out. So you just see like a splattering of blood all over the place. Like, really violent, okay? Genuinely violent. He's a lot more violent than he was in the Batman and Robin movie that came out in, what was that, 89, 99? Whatever. No, it could have been 89. Anyway, whatever. That film, the one with Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. Yeah, that one. With the Bat credit card. And then, oh, geez, and all the nipples. Anyway, so Harley, the Harley situation is interesting. Okay, I want to go to the club that she's a waitress at. I'm just saying. Everything that happened in that club is spot on and is freaking awesome. I loved it. Harley going home, it was cool because Nightwing shows up. Everything that happened here is kind of messed up. There was a fight. There was some sneaky attacks. There was some nookie. There was some very raunchy stuff in here. I'm not complaining about any of it. You know what I'm saying? Just I'm giving you the heads up. Don't watch this with the kid that you're babysitting, and don't ever let the parents know that you watched it with the kid you were babysitting. Very, very raunchy. The bar scene that came later on, man. First off, even before that, Harley farting in the car. Would she have like enchiladas or something like that, man? She had something. And she just starts farting in the car. The smile on her face is great. Batman at one point trying to be all, cool and just, no, it's not going to bother me. He's like, it smells like discipline. Like, what the? You jackass. Kevin Conroy, man, he could pull off any kind of Batman you wanted to pull off. It was perfect. But later on, the bar scene that happened pretty much immediately after that. Oh yeah, that looks like the kind of fun bar I'd want to go to. Even at the end with all the fighting and whatnot, perfect. But like the one dude that was in there, if you like the old '66 Batman with Adam West and all that stuff, really great tribute in here. The one guy starts actually doing the Bat dance. Wow. He starts doing the old Bat dance from the original pilot. I guess they made it a movie, whatever, because it had all four of the main bad guys in it. Fan-freaking-tastic. Booster Gold was in this, not in look, just the voice, but realistically, everybody's just a voice in this. But the voice is played by Bruce Timm. Yeah, if you're a huge fan of these movies and the Batman animated series and all that good stuff, the DC animated world dictionary, you know who Bat Tim is, who Bruce Timm is. You know who he is. And that's freaking awesome that he played Booster Gold. Guys, in the comments below, if you know anybody else that he played, his voice, that would be cool to know because I think this is the first time he actually put his voice in. I'm not sure. And the Booster Gold was very believable. There was also a Bloodwind mention. That was impressive. That's impressive, man. Okay, so also at one point they mentioned that the bad guys are actually taking the swamp water from Slaughter Swamp. Wow, sweet. Solomon Grundy, anybody? Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Solomon Grundy, explained in a minute. Check it out. I'll try a description below. Anyway, this right after that scene, you get to see a slightly different Harley than you're expecting because Batman is planning on ditching Harley. He never wanted her to come along in the first place. And he's your typical Batman. He's very mean. He's very rude. He's very crass. But at this point, you get to see a Harley that if you're reading the comic books, you've seen this Harley. Even if you're reading just the Suicide Squad and not her individual solo series that pop up here and now, or the stuff with her and Ivy, Poison Ivy. It's really good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you know this Harley. You definitely know this version of Harley. But here, it really hits you home and it reminds you that she is actually a human being. Very cool stuff. Very nice. Just all I can say is it might touch you a little bit. It might touch you. We got to see the Green. All right. It wasn't described. Nothing like that happened. They didn't actually, show the inside or anything, but it was a mention. So anybody who doesn't know who or what the Green is, basically there are several different colors, several different universes. The Green is where all plant life is, all life in many ways, but plant life. This is where if any plant has the ability, any plant, sentient plant creature has the ability to teleport, they'll actually walk through the Green. A lot of good stuff on the Green in the latest Trinity series, the first 6 issues. Good stuff there. I would definitely recommend checking that out. I did the reviews also, Comic Book University. But I'm glad that it was at least mentioned. That made me happy. All right. Last thing I got in here is Harley Quinn is still Harley Quinn. However human you make her, she's still a sociopath. You get that straight. It's not a psychopath, a sociopath. So really funny that at one point she says, the master plan, all right? And at one point when she says that line, what if I forget to water myself? I lost it. And I melted. I started laughing hysterically. Like, she is, you can't help but to love Harley Quinn. You know what I'm saying? I want you to, also, there's a surprised appearance at the end. It shouldn't be too much of a surprise if you really think about what you're watching. Good appearance at the end. It goes about how I expected it to go. I didn't expect Jason Woodrow to act the way that he did afterwards. I expected him to be a lot more respectful, but whatever, I'm okay with it. It kind of made the ending a little bit better in this regard, that he reacted this way instead of the way I expected. But I'm not going to give away the ending because it's really good. It's kind of beautiful, even though it's made fun of afterwards because it's freaking Harley making a joke about it, but it's a character I think that most of us who know the character love. Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm going to say about that. It was really good, and I like how that happened. Also, I don't want you to forget that there is an after credit scene. There's a mid credit scene and an end credit scene. So there are end credit scenes. Make sure you check both of those out. The the last end credit scene, I just want to point out that Jerry Springer used to say, maybe he still says, I don't even know if he's still on TV, but he used to say, for crying out loud, I know what he used to say, be good to yourself and each other. Harley Quinn's version is be good to yourself because everybody else is probably out to get you. And I just want to leave the comic at that. It's the film at that. This was a great DC animated film. I'm going to give it a B. Now, why didn't I give it higher? The main reason why I didn't give it higher is because an explanation like this is crucial. Crucial, okay? I see a lot of people bad-mouthing it. My buddy, Kevin Brevin Campbell 12, hopefully he comments on this also so you can see his link below and check his channel. He also did a review on this. Very funny review. I can understand why he gave the review what he did because the title is extremely misleading. It says Batman and Harley Quinn. Here's the problem. That's not the case at all. It's actually Harley Quinn with Batman and Nightwing. You know what I'm saying? So you have two choices to go into this to enjoy the movie. You can either go in with a completely open mind and roll with the punches and realize what story is trying to be presented before you and just enjoy it for what it is, which is what I did, or what I would recommend for you guys if you haven't seen it yet. Go in there understanding this is a Harley Quinn movie and that Batman and Nightwing, although they're in it from the beginning to the end, they are supporting characters in this. This is a Harley Quinn movie. If you go in there with this mindset, you will enjoy it better. But if you go in there with the mindset this is a Batman or even a Batman and Nightwing movie with Harley Quinn, there will be many scenes in here that will disappoint you because it's like, that's not Batman. That's not what he does. So, yeah. Go in there understanding this is a Harley Quinn movie. And it will be so much more enjoyable for you, I promise. I absolutely promise you. And that's a huge problem that DC seems to have, is the misrepresentation. It's always the fear of, no, we got to do it safe. Batman sells. He's the most popular character there is. And it's true. He's the most popular character. He's in more appearances than anything else. So put Batman in the forefront. Okay, I get it. But you've got Batman in the movie. You don't have to advertise it as a Batman movie. Because it's not. It's absolutely not. There is not one single Batman-defining moment in here. Even though Kevin Conroy is doing this, there's not one single scene in here that's going to make you say, now that's Batman. There's none. But there are many scenes in here that will make you say, see, that's Harley. So this is a Harley Quinn movie. And DC, once again, seems to have dropped the ball in that regard. They've really got to learn how to title these things better and stop being so afraid of just putting forth the movie that we're expecting to see. It should not have said Batman first. Realistically, he shouldn't have even been in the title, is what it is. But that being said, I think it's a really good movie, genuinely enjoyable. Guys, Professor Bell, Comic Book University, class dismissed.